started doing this, I was like, hey, I can make a little video out of this. Guess what Tom is doing today? Well, I am making bacon marmalade. Yes, that's right, bacon marmalade. And I'm going to use this bacon marmalade on bone marrow. So I'm going to roast some bone marrow out in the wood-fired oven today. And I'm going to top it with a little bacon marmalade after it's roasted. And I'm going to take you through it step by step. But the bacon marmalade consists of a ½ pound of slab bacon. You see I've got this nice, lovely slab bacon here, and I'm just cutting it into 1/4-inch cubes. And then I'm going to slice up that onion. I'm going to mince it. I'm going to saute the onion. I'm going to add the bacon to the pan. When the bacon's brown, I'm going to get rid of some of the excess fat. And then we're going to top it off with maple syrup. You see the maple syrup in the background here, just lurking about. And brown sugar and a pinch of cayenne. And that makes a lovely accompaniment to the bone marrow. Yes, it does. So I'm going to stop boring you with this slicing. We're going to get to cooking it. You're going to see what it looks like. And I'm going to tell you, once you see this, you're going to be like, wow, I could put that on anything. Okay, let's get started. Here we go. I've got a medium flame. I've got a little bit of olive oil. As soon as that olive oil gets hot, the onions are going in. Now, the original recipe called for 1/2 of a large red onion. Why not just use a small red onion? But I'm not using a red onion. I'm using a Vidalia, and I'll tell you why. I've done this recipe a few times, and I'll tell you what. The sweetness of the Vidalia really lends nicely to this. I think they use the red onion because of the color. I don't care about the color so much. I care about the flavor. Then after the onion is caramelized, I take the onion out, put the bacon in, let it get brown, pour off some of the grease, put the onions back in, and then we top it off with some brown sugar and some maple syrup and a pinch of cayenne. And I'll tell you what, when you taste this, when you see this, you're gonna be like, aha, I get it, I get it. I could put that on anything. You'll see. All right, so that oil is not hot yet. We're gonna wait. Okay, for sure that oil's hot enough now. Let's pop those onions in. Listen to that sizzle. Oh, that's the way to start the day, with a little sizzle. All right. And then on the side, I've got my bacon ready to go, but not just yet. Okay, take a look at those onions. See, I got the flame pretty high. That's okay. I want to get them caramel. So I'm just going to keep them moving so I don't burn them in any spot. And I'm going to get them caramelized. Let me get a little dish on the side, because when these onions are done, I have to take them out of the pan and then do the bacon. And then we put them together. Okay, so they're starting to get brown, as you can see. They're not quite fully caramelized yet. I'm going to lower that flame now because I don't want them to burn, but I certainly want them to get a little darker. Okay, I think those onions are ready, right? They're nice and caramelized, and I'm going to put them off to the side, and then we're going to do the bacon. Yep, I think those onions are ready. And you hear that bacon sizzle. And this, I don't want to do it too quickly either. I want the bacon fat to render, and then I want to brown the bacon. So I'm going to make sure the flame is nice and low. And let's just do it nice and slow, because I don't want to burn that bacon. I want the fat to render. Now, here's a little trick. You put a little bit of other oil in there just to get it going. Okay, we're just checking in on that bacon. It's not quite ready yet. I'm just going to keep it moving. I want to get more of it rendered. Checking in on that bacon. Look at how nice that bacon is starting to look. It just takes a little bit of time. You know, don't rush it. You know, if you put the flame up too high because you're trying to get it done quicker, and then you get distracted, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to start over because you're going to burn all this, right? Just relax. I mean, I'm doing other things in the periphery, but I still have an eye. I still have a watchful eye on my bacon. Okay, so that is what I want the bacon to look like. Little brown lardons. Now you see all that fat in the pan? All that fat, I'm gonna drain some of it, most of it away. So hold on. Look how much fat I poured off, okay? So there's still a little bit in the pan because you still need a little bit. Now, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Nothing but the best, baby. Nothing but the best. Okay, we're going to get that stirred up. You see what I'm talking about here, right? You see what I'm talking about here. Okay. Now, pay no attention to that blow dryer in the background. Okay. Now, it says a pinch. I'm not pinching it. I'm just going to give it a tiny sprinkle of cayenne, and that's it. When this comes to the boil, I put the onions back in, and we've got marmalade. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, you see it's come to the boil. Now, we put those onions back in, give it a quick stir, and then we are ready for our beef marrow. I'll just let this cool. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And you can put this on anything, literally anything, and it is unbelievable. Okay. I think when Lola tastes this, she's never going to go back to anything else. I'm just going to get that back up to the quick boil, and then we're going to shut it down. It's done.